This is for Year 12 Specialist that comes out of 9F, question number 4, which is this cylindrical tank laying on its side, and we have been given the differential equation. dx dt, where x is the depth of the water, so this would be the water in the tank, and as it goes from being full to empty. Okay, so part A, construct a differential equation expressing dx dt, which is what this is, in terms of x only. All right, so I've got an x and I've got an A. An A is the surface area of the water. So my surface area is this here. So this is going to be my A. And when that's full, then it's going to have no surface area. And when it's empty, it's going to have no surface area. Okay then, so I need to get an expression for A and then replace it in the equation there. Okay, so when the water is only this full, then A is going to be that rectangle, which is 6 times 2 lots of them. So let's call that P. So the area is going to be 2P times 6 or 12P. What I'd like to do is use my circle to get an expression for P. So if I have my circle, I know that from there to there is 2 because the radius of this circle is 2 because the diameter is 4. And I know that this is the rectangle I'm interested, the triangle I'm interested in. The reason I'm interested in this triangle is that I'm using my knowledge of the fact that that's always going to be 2, irrespective of what the height of the water. So this is P. This will be 2 minus x, since x is this distance down here, not inside of my triangle. So using Pythagoras' theorem, P is going to equal the square root of 2 squared minus 2 minus x all squared, which will be the square root of 4 minus 4x plus x squared, which will equal the square root of 4x minus x squared, or the square root of x, the square root of 4 minus x, which means A is going to be 12 times the square root of x times the square root of 4 minus x. So now I need to get a copy of that. Come back over here and I need to replace A with this expression for A. So I'm going to have dx dt is going to equal, so 0.25 is 1 quarter, therefore 0.025 is 1 on 40. So negative 1 on 40 times root x on top of 12 root x square root of 4 minus x. The root x's cancel, 4 12s are 48, so negative 1 on top of 480 square root of 4 minus x is what dx dt is in terms of x. Okay, so the rest of the question, solve the differential equation and how long will it take for the tank to empty, I'm going to do by technology. So I know that dx dt is going to equal negative 1 on 480, the square root of 4 minus x, and I know that it was initially full. So x equaled 4 when t equaled 0. Because when it's initially full, that means that the depth of the water will be 4. Okay, so this will be x and this will be t. So t will be the independent variable and x will be the dependent variable. So, and I've got x dash because I've got dx dt, so x is the independent variable. So x dash equals fraction negative 1 on top of 480 square root 4 minus x. And if I select it, interactive, advanced desolve, my independent variable is x, is t. My dependent variable is x, and my initial condition is that x equals 4 when t equals 0. And I'm going to solve that. Now, it didn't give me an expression x equals. However, because I've got an x in one spot and a t in one spot, I'm going to use my calculator to solve the rest of this. So the minute I go times by 3, it will multiply both sides by 3. And then divide by 2, it divides both sides by 2. Then if I raise both sides to the power of 2, it will square both sides. Then if I raise both sides to the power of 1/3, that will undo the cubing on, no, I need to multiply both sides by, oh no, I can take the negative cubic. Simplify, make it like that negative. Simplify the answer. So maybe if I cube both sides and then multiply both sides by -1. And now raise both sides to 1/3. And then +4 to both sides. And if I go simplify answer, there we go. I get x equals -5 to 1/3, t to 2/3, all over 80 plus 4. And lastly, how long will it take for the tank to empty? So here's my expression. If I make x equal to 0, because it will be empty when the depth of the water x is 0, and advanced solve for t, -2560 or 2560. So t equals 2560 minutes. That's how long it's going to take for it to empty. If I was to consider that in hours, that divided by 60, so 42 hours and 0.666, which is 2/3, so that's 40 minutes. So 42 hours and 40 minutes is how long it takes for it to halve, to be empty.